Hi, welcome to Skillforge Labs. Presenting you, this tutorial is about the difference between a mesh and without a mesh. Do you have any idea of solving a problem with mesh or without a mesh? Why do we have to mesh? Or can we solve a problem without mesh at all? This tutorial will give you that answer. Let's take up a small example called car bumper. It's a curved beam with lot of cutouts, lot of fillets. It could be any cross section. Sometimes it's rectangular, sometimes it's circular, sometimes it's square, sometimes it's an eye. So it's an irregular shape in reality. So how do you solve this problem for stresses and strains and deformation? You can assume this to be a curved beam or a simple rectangular plate, a straight rectangular plate. If you can assume that as standard shapes, with standard cross sections, yes, of course, we have formulas, which we call it as closed form solutions. We have formula for strains, stresses, and then we give all kinds of beam theories, linear elasticity theories to solve those problems. But is it the same in reality? That's far from the assumed values, right? So how do we solve that? How do we solve apart from the closed form solutions for this curved irregular shape with cutouts, fillets, and everything? So if we take this continuous body and look in detail, it has infinite number of points. If I consider each point having 6 degrees of freedom, you have infinite number of points means infinite number of degrees of freedom. And you have to put in infinite number of equations for each of those nodes or points. Ultimately, we are not able to solve. But is that so? Is it hard to solve a single bumper? How is the world living without solving this bumper? The answer is no, it's very simple to solve. Then how do we solve it? If we can convert this continuous body into finite element body by a technique called meshing, where all those infinite number of points have been converted into finite number of points, thereby having finite number of equations, we can solve in seconds. I repeat, we can solve in seconds for the same stresses deformations that we have to go a long set of equations for an assumed boundary conditions. Of course, this is not exactly accurate 100% results that you get, but in industry, time is money. It's okay, I don't have to get 100%, but I can get 99.9% accuracy. This will give you that. In conclusion, if we have continuous body which has infinite number of points, that means infinite number of equations. The moment we convert into finite number of elements or regions, we will have finite number of equations to solve. That's the power of meshing. You can solve irregular shapes which doesn't have closed form solutions by using this technique called meshing, or we call it as discretization. Thank you. We at Skillforge Labs presents you experiential learning. You explore, you design, and you can be a better engineer. Thank you.